Wavy TV. Subscribe and ride the vibe.
It's good, y'all. It's your boy Wavy. The Rock, the final boss, is making his return to the WWE at WrestleMania. Not this year's WrestleMania, but next year's WrestleMania 43 that's going to take place in Saudi Arabia. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is reportedly expected to receive a massive financial offer. So he's pretty much going to be getting the biggest payday in WrestleMania history just to show up and have a match. Okay, the Saudis, they desperately want to see The Rock come back and wrestle again. So according to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Saudi Arabian officials are prepared to offer The Rock a larger payday than any wrestler has ever received to work any singular show in the history of the business. Now, we all know Triple H is going to be jealous about this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be surprised if Triple H tries to see if he can get that, because, Triple H can't wrestle anymore, but don't be surprised if Triple H tries to, go to the doctor and see if he can do something to have a match to where he can get a big payday like that, because I know Triple H is going to be jealous about this. So this week during the interview with Rafi Boghossian of Rafi Talks, The Rock was asked about the possibility of competing in a match at WrestleMania 43. The Rock was careful to not tip his hand too much, saying, "In terms of the conversations I've had, good or bad, well, it's all good. It will always be good." He also expressed his excitement over WrestleMania being held outside of North America for the first time ever, saying, "Well, I can't tell you that I'm excited for the brand of WrestleMania. I'm excited for the Kingdom because that is a big show. And I'm also excited not only for the brand, but for our athletes to be able to participate in an event like that. That's a global event, and I can't wait." The Rock has not wrestled a match since WrestleMania 40 in 2024, when he teamed up with Roman Reigns to beat Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in the main event on night one. However, The Rock has remained heavily involved with WWE since then, as he is part of the TKO board of directors. Also, The Rock played a significant role in John Cena turning heel on Rhodes last year at Elimination Chamber. The Rock did not make any additional appearances during the build towards Cena versus Rhodes at WrestleMania 41 though. If Saudi officials do indeed want The Rock for a match at WrestleMania 43, it comes as a little surprise given the amount of legends that have been utilized on WWE shows in Saudi Arabia over the years. The Undertaker, Goldberg, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Kane are among the legendary performers to have been featured on WWE Saudi Premium Live events. So pretty much, guys, the Saudis, they're not fans of any of these new wrestlers. They don't care about Sami Zayn and, Braun Breaker, even Jey Uso, who's in his 40s, but they don't care about any of the current wrestlers. They care about the old school wrestlers like Undertaker, Goldberg, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Kane. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're paying so much to get The Rock to come back and wrestle, because they don't want to see any of these new guys, bro. They don't want to be bored to death and fall asleep in the middle of the show, and you can't blame them. I wouldn't be surprised if they also bring back Stone Cold Steve Austin, who had knee surgery, I think a year or two ago. And Stone Cold Steve Austin has showed interest that he wants to have another match. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get The Rock versus Stone Cold rematch next year at WrestleMania 43. You know what I'm saying? I like to see it. So WrestleMania 43 will be bigger than any that came before it, though, and a strong argument can be made that The Rock is the biggest star in WWE history from a mainstream perspective. That's a fact. I don't think that's even debatable. John Cena is obviously the GOAT, but if we're talking about popularity and just status and followers and just him becoming the highest paid, biggest actor in the world, The Rock is definitely the biggest wrestler of all time. I'm sure some people might say Hulk Hogan, some people might say, I don't know who else you could really say, but, everybody has their own opinion. The Rock's involvement with WrestleMania 43 or lack thereof may not be known for several months, but if he does decide to be part of the card, a match against Reigns or Rhodes would make the most sense given his history with both superstars. Listen, I got an idea. This is what they should do. Now that Cody Rhodes has lost his title, right, and he's currently in a feud with Jacob Fatu, right, it's kind of obvious that Cody Rhodes is on the path to officially turn heel. I think Cody Rhodes should turn heel. He should reveal to Jacob Fatu that he was the one that attacked him backstage and, caused his teeth to come out of his mouth. And I think that Cody Rhodes should tell The Rock that he's ready to sell his soul, right? Remember, The Rock's whole thing was, Cody, I want you to sell your soul to me, right? Which is kind of weird, right? So I think Cody should do it. Cody should team up with Rock, and we could have The Rock versus Roman Reigns with Cody Rhodes basically in this corner, and Cody Rhodes could basically assist The Rock in beating Roman Reigns. I think that's a good storyline. Let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think about that? Because there's only so much you can do with The Rock, right? Brock Lesnar is retiring this year at SummerSlam. John Cena revealed that last year. So, yeah, the only feuds that really make sense is, The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Remember, that was the match that we were supposed to get. Instead of Roman and Cody rematch where Cody ended up winning the belt, we were supposed to get The Rock versus Roman Reigns. But all the Cody crybabies were crying, and we want Cody to finish his story. And look at what has happened since Cody's won that title. Everything has went downhill ever since. Ever since Roman Reigns lost that title, bro, everything has went to complete shit ever since. So, this is an opportunity for, them to fix things. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it would be the match between The Rock and Roman. It'll be bigger if Roman had a title. Some people think Roman Reigns is going to win the Royal Rumble tomorrow. I think that LA Knight's going to win the Royal Rumble tomorrow. I think LA Knight should win the Royal Rumble, and I think LA Knight is going to win the Royal Rumble. But you just can't be too sure when you have Triple H, who doesn't know how to do his job properly. You just never know what he's going to do, right? Obafemi's making his debut at the Royal Rumble. Obafemi could possibly win. Seth Rollins can end up returning from his shoulder injury. Seth Rollins could win. There's a lot of people out there that think Braun Breaker is going to win the Royal Rumble. So you just don't know, man. But I think LA Knight should win the Royal Rumble. But at some point, I do think that Roman Reigns should take that title from CM Punk. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for The Rock possibly showing up at WrestleMania 43 next year in Saudi Arabia? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, leave a comment. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.
Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave.